crafty friends, Nana K here with NanaKDesigns.com and the Altered Book Nook on Etsy.com. We are going to do our third video on the base prep of this altered book we're working on. This is the one where we've got some particularly strange folds or different folds. So the name of the series was a new twist on altered book pages. So that's the name of the series, New Twist on Altered Book Pages. And what the twist is the way we're folding our pages, the different ways we're folding. Most of my books have been where once I pulled out, I glued two together and got a big center pocket, and that's how we've been doing it. This book, for just a little refresher, is we've gone in and cut strips to glue pages to, and we have folded different types of pockets and made different pockets within those pages. So that's what the twist is on this one. I told you we're going to do one more video where I'm going to finish up some folds. Now this one I'm not going to do a video on because that's just a basic, just a strip here and a strip here. Nothing that you couldn't figure out on your own if you were doing it. But I'll show you what I'd have done off camera. This was one of those middle pocket flips. We've already done two of those, and I just put a plain piece. There's no opening anything, so we're going to decorate this with some kind of a tag pocket or something here. I've got a really cute thin narrow tag pocket that I may put there. And this one is a matchbook fold, and what it is a journaling sheet that folds out, and it's just captured by this matchbook catch here. So that's all that one was. And of course this was a double pocket. We've already done that. This one was a page that had two different type pockets on it, or two different folds, and I went in and lifted up the two pockets and slid a piece of the coffee dyed paper over the printed page part, and now I've got two pockets here. Alright, and then this is one we've done, I think, several times like this. So this one's going to be like this. I'm not going to show it on camera today, but we are going to do this one. I'm going to show you how to come in, I hope, because I'm experimenting myself, how we're going to go in and decorate this page a little differently. I am going to use this particular page because I like this, and I've already folded for this little crease here. I almost done this off camera, so I thought, well, I better get on here on camera and show these guys how to do this one. So there's this one like this. Now I've already gone in and put my white strips or my paint, you know, these are a little bit stained for the matching the book strips there to cover the wording on the edge. And I'm going to come in and I'm going to go ahead and cut this strip off right here that I've already folded. And I'm hoping it lines up because this is a really strange cut today on this one, because I've got a angle cut and then a straight cut right there. So I have an idea of how I'm going to do it, but I'm not exactly sure how it's going to line up. So you guys get to follow along and let's see if we can line it up. And I hope I just cut that right. Yeah, I did. Oh, that scared me. Sometimes I forget to measure twice, like my husband says, cut once, measure twice, cut once. And I almost forgot to do that, but it worked out. Okay, we're going to put that one there in the inside part of the book. That's going to cover the wording on the inside. So I've got to make sure that when I put this next piece on, we're going to cover all this wording. Okay, so now we're going to come down with this one a little bit, like so, and I need to cut this piece right here off just a little tiny strip. So I'm going to look at it exactly. I'm going to line it up. I'm going to line it up with my stitching there. I may cut a little bit off this back side because I do not like to get that close to the binding of the book. Alright, so I've got a little bit there, and it looks like we need to cut this one off about right here, and then the length, I got to pull it down. This is going to be a little tricky, and I can tell y'all that it's going to be a little tricky because I've got a strange cut here. Alright, right here I need to cut it. I need this one to stay this length on the top, so I just need to cut this one right about here. I'm not sure, guys. I'm going to have to do this with a blade because this is a strange cut. I'm not going to be able to use it on a slider. I don't want to cut the strip completely off. That's what I'm trying to avoid. So if you wonder why I'm saying tricky, it is tricky because we still want part of this to lay down on the sheet. But I'm thinking, and even if I cut it too deep, as long as I don't cut it off, I can glue it back down. But I want to cut, I think, yeah, my husband got my blade back to me after I fussed a little bit. He does catch it sometimes. Okay, we're going to cut this for that pocket right there. Oh, but he made my blade dull. Alright, so there. So now that just cut enough that I can at least measure and see how much of it I want to cut off. Now what we're trying to do is match everything up. So I've got a pocket here. And the pocket ends where? That's what I've got to figure out, where that pocket ends. That pocket ends right there. So this piece right here has got to get cut right there where I just folded it, approximately. I'm going to cut it off a little shorter, just a little bit, because I can cut more off if I have to. Alright, line it up. Are you seeing it? Are we on camera? I just want to make sure. I had to look up, guys. I'm sorry. And we're going to cut that right there. So that was a little bit of what you call really intricate crafting right there. Okay. Got a little bit of an edge there I'm not liking. I'm going to go snip off with my scissors, I hope, without cutting my paper. Yep. Alright, there. Now, that piece right there, honestly, if everything went right, should lay right in there with this one. Oh, and it didn't cut right, so we're going to pull this one out further. We're going to have to keep pulling. There we go. Okay, we still want it to go underneath, so we've got to straighten that up. Okay, and pull this one in a little. Okay, right there and there. Right there and there, and this one should just fit underneath. Like so. Okay, guys, so that's got it. We're going to glue it down. That was tricky. But hey, we got it. Alright, find my glue back here. Be sure we glue the right side. Don't mess up. I opened a new glue stick and it is just, this one's a little smushier than the other one was, but that's okay. I'm getting a good amount of glue anyway. And just to be safe, we're gonna want a little bit of the berry art, especially down where we've got the stitching. I'm trying to stay in frame, guys. My desk is narrow, but my husband is going to go get my larger desk. Of course, that means it's a total strip out of everything here to put a new desk in, but I'm going to go get my L-shaped desk. I have it at my job. It's a big L shape, and it's deeper this way. So it's deeper this way, so I'll be able to have a little more space right here to work. And I don't know that I need it, because it may be that we don't have the space for it. I am barely going to put that underneath that, just barely. I don't want it real deep in there, but I gotta have it in there. I'm gonna line it up where it just barely covers that. Okay, then we're gonna come with this one. This one. Now you could have actually made two completely separate pieces of paper here. One to make this pocket, one to make that. I just kind of like the way I've combined this. That was just the vision I had once I started laying this piece of paper down. It's your book, do it how you want. So I decided to try it with one piece of paper. Like I said, a little bit more intricate cutting than I'm used to doing. But I think it's going to work out. And if you hear something pitter-pattering, and my little puppy's over here with me, or I call him a puppy. He's not. He's 14 years old. He's not a puppy, but he thinks he's a big baby anyway. He's my big baby. His name is Toby. Like lost hope a little while back. He had a big old tumor on his leg, but luckily it wasn't cancer, but it was a bad major growth on his poor little leg. But we got it taken care of. His doctor really done a good job on his surgery. Okay, I'm not thinking that's as straight as I want it right there. Got to twist a little. Okay. Alright, let me get this and try to pull it down. I'm still thinking that's twisted a little. I think it's too late to pull it up now, though. I think I didn't cut that at a good angle. I think that might be a little bit angled off a little, and it is, because I'm trying to wrinkle there. But we're going to go with it. There we go. It's not as much strip there as I want, but there's a division, and you can see it. Alright, and then my little piece that goes back into here and needs to go this way. Nope. I was about to glue the wrong side. We're actually going to just about attach that right there, just so we know that there's a pocket there. I don't like working in this tight space. This is really uncomfortable. But when I get through getting this book pre-prepped, I will get that done, and then we're going to really go. We'll have this book done maybe in 3 or 4 days. It'll be the quickest series of videos I've ever put out, if all goes well. And that's always a big if. If all goes well, it's a big if, guys. But there it is. Now that'll give me some division between that and that. It looks like it's even that way. And there we have that covered. That was not as bad as I thought. But now we've got a pocket here, and we have a pocket here. I'm going to go ahead and glue this back down because I'll lift it open. I'm not going to glue it down until I get my thumb. I've got to put a thumb pull right there. I've already marked my spot. There we go. And let's darken it just a little. Put some color on it. Alright, now we're going to glue that back down, so that's very obvious that that's the pocket, and that's the pocket. So that was one of those new cuts for me. I had never done my books this way. I like this. I like the fact that I've got a lot of variety in my pages now, different pocket shapes and all, and this has been a fun project. Got the idea when I was doing the Tickle Pink book back during the holidays. I'm having a little bit of unevenness where the 2 pages were glued here. It might not bother you. It bothers me, so I'm going to trim that off the back side, and hopefully it'll straighten out. Yeah, that looks better. Just little things like that you'll find as you're going along. When I go to staging, this is crooked, and I probably can't pull it up now. I can't, but this one got put in a little crooked, but just slightly, so maybe nobody but me will notice it. I needed to go a little bit deeper on this end. And this is an open part. I left it more of a tuck, so that's open. Let me glue that back down where I just tried to pull it up and I can't. Well, I might can, because I did not glue that one. I just used that other type glue. But it's pretty strong. I about decided that Yoo-Hoo is going to be a really good glue to have, because it's not quite dry, thank the Lord, and I didn't put any of the other glue behind this. So I am going to pull it up a little and try to tuck it, straighten up that top corner just a tiny bit. And I think I was able to do it. This time it's going to have glue on it, though. I'm going to go back and glue it now. Even close enough anyway. Hey, they don't call it junk journal for no reason. Alright. Alright. Still not as good as I want it, but it's good enough. Okay, so we got that page done. Pocket, beautiful page. Probably should have trimmed the side off just a tiny bit, but we didn't, so we're going to have to live with it. We're going to try to tuck it down in that valley. This is exactly why I don't like to get these layered on pages this close to the edge, because this is what you get when they go to, instead of it going in that valley, it wants to just kind of stick up. So I am having to put a lot of excess glue right there, and try to press it in that valley. And I'm not going to be able to open the book up much unless I stick something in between, and I'm going to have to because we got another pocket to do. Okay. This one didn't get glued down here, and that's a pocket. So these are little things you find when you're doing things. But that won't take but a second to dry, so push that one down. Alright, we're not going to do that one because that's just a straightforward like we've done on the ones in the center. And a page, it'll be a page put into there, and then that covered that. Alright, let's see what else we got in strange pockets. Okay, this is a strange one. This pocket doesn't have, it's just a individual. It's not attached to another page. So we're going to do this one, and I don't know what we're going to do it with, but we're going to find something. I like this. I like that. So let me see if that's one I want. And then I like this one. But my stitching's on the wrong side. That's just really sad, isn't it? Stitching on the wrong side, so can't use that one. And the stitching's on the wrong side of this one. But this could go either way, so, but do I even like that? I don't think I like that one all that well. I'm not really, like I say, extremely crazy over that one. But it's the right plot. You know what? We're going with it. Let's don't be too picky. All right. That's what we got to stop being sometimes. We just can't be too picky. We could turn around and just make it the find one with a line on it. But we're going to go with what we did. I've just chose these two, so we're going to go with it. Let's put these aside so I won't grab the wrong one. All right. Let's measure. We want space here all the way around. So we're going to fold it at the top corner, exactly on the corner, right there. And then we're going to come right here and fold it. So that's where my pinches will be. Okay, my first pinch mark will be right here. And my next pinch will be all the way up at this corner. So go to the corner and fold it right straight down that edge. Just like that. Okay? Then you're going to make sure it's the right size. Just slide it right down into the thing, to the pocket, like so. And on this one, guys, I am not going to put the white, the stained paper there. I am going to let that glue in. I'm going to glue that on the inside like that, just like it is on this one. Okay, so what we're going to do first is glue this part inside. We're going to glue this part inside. So get it close to the edges as you can. Now you can use your stick glue if you want, but I'm going to use my Berry Arts to glue the flap inside. I don't think I've got to do a lot of adjusting. I think I've pretty much got this like I want it. So I'm going to go back in like this, open the pocket back up, slide it in, and then get it in the right position. This way, you want a little bit of edge, all the way around. Then you want that to glue in. Okay, so then we're going to come in. Now, if you wanted to, mind you, this is one of those things, if you wanted to, and this is not all the way against that, I got to pull it up and make sure I slide that further in, guys. Just give me a minute here. It has to come all the way down to that fold. Okay, and I got to push it up some so I can get some border. There we go. Okay, got it. Alright, now if you wanted to, you could put a little strip behind this right here and make this a tiny pocket right in here. That's if you want to. I'm not. I've got so many pockets and tucks in this thing, and we still haven't even got our hidden paper clips and our envelope clips and things like that. We haven't even done any of that yet. So we're going to just go ahead and glue this whole thing down. But you could have put a pocket there. It would not have been a problem. And I think my boy's getting ready to holler because he wants to go outside. So I may have to jump off for a minute. I'll be right back. Okay, so we're going to flip it over and press it down. So there is that one done. Alright. So that's that piece. We're going to do this back one. Give me just a second. Let me go let my boy out, and I'll be right back. Alright, let's see. Where are we going to go from here? We got that one done. That was a jelly. I can't wait to start making the cards and getting all the rest of this together. So we're going to skip that one, and we're going to do the back page on this one. I had to stop for a few minutes, so I want to get back and try to finish this up. We're going to do the same exact with this one. I really probably don't have to do this again, but we're going to do the same way. I got to get it lined up where the wording's covered. And come on the two sides here and find out where my fold mark is. And I'm going to do the same thing with this one. I'm just going to bend it over. I'm not going to and I got to cut it off. I'm just going to bend it over. We're almost done with the pre-prep, guys. This book will be, hopefully by tomorrow when we start our next video, we'll be able to start getting to the really fun stuff of making the pockets, and we start prepping pockets, tags, all that fun stuff that we do at the end. Still called prepping, but we will be doing some of it. So when you see this book tomorrow, all the pages itself will be done. Not just, that's so easy when it pops in like that. I like the way that works out. So, back to, my dog got cutting up and I had to stop long enough to carry him home, and I'm using my Bobby to make my videos now, along with my Logitech camera. And for some reason, I haven't found out how to just pause the video using my Bobby. So I have to completely cut it off, and then I have to go in and edit it. But I'll figure all this out eventually. Alright, so let's don't make a mistake we did a while ago and not get this put in deep enough the first time. I'm going to get it slid in. I don't know why once the glue's on it wants to do that. It doesn't want to go where it's supposed to go. But we're going to get it. We're going to get it. Okay, we got the first piece in. Make sure it's all the way down. And it's not. I don't understand why it wants to do that. I guess the glue is grabbing before I can finish sliding it. Maybe that's why I should have used the, excuse me, I should have used the stick glue, I guess. Because that's what's happening. It is sticking before I can actually even get it slid into the pocket. So let me try that again. I don't know where it's stuck at. There we go. Sit there. I may take it out and just stick glue so I can slide it. Alright. That is being extremely stubborn. And it's not that hard, so I don't know why it's giving me this hard time. But anyway, we got it now. Nope, wording ain't showing in that corner. Not going to have the wording showing. Okay. But it's good to show you how tight that Berry Arts glue grabs. Alright, let me make sure we're straight. When I glue it down, are we going to see wording? Yeah, I'm not liking that. Okay, I'm going to pop that out. Redo it with the stick glue. For some reason, have a lot better luck with it. It will at least let me move it around a little, maybe. That shouldn't have been that hard because it popped right in there when it didn't have any glue on it. That is so strange to me how it is doing that. Alright, now I got to get it slid up just a little. Roll it over just a little. And now we're there. Alright, we got it. That one's just a little stubborn, wasn't it? All right, final page here. Yes, I'm going with the stick glue because it just goes on so much easier. And yes, I will add the other to the edges. Especially right there where that stitching is. We always want to secure that stitching if we can. Just a little extra for safety's sake. Fold it over, make sure our wording is covered. Beautiful. It is really pretty. Alright, so there is that triangle or half fold page pocket on both sides. And really the inside's right pretty too. Alright, so there's a center pocket. Alright, next, I think that is all. We've got a double pocket here, and that's all we're going to go with. Alright, and that one shouldn't be too hard, because all we're going to do is we're actually just going to put it on, and we're going to just cut off where the strip and just glue that strip down. I may have to unglue a little bit of that, but that's okay, just as long as I slide it in there. I like that one. I've got so many pretty pages, I have to look to be sure that's what I want. I have some beautiful pages here. This kit has some pretty artwork. That one won't work there. Stitching's on the wrong side. Stitching's on the wrong side. I think we've used all the stitching on that edge that we've got. I've got that one, but I'm not extremely well. Oh, that one matches this one a lot. I think I'm going to go with that. Alright, so this is what I'm going with. We're getting late afternoon, guys, and I've had to cut my overhead lights off to kill a shadow I was getting, but we're still getting a good video shot, so, but it's getting late afternoon here. Alright, so I need to cut it right a little bit deeper. Let me erase all that and try again. Alright, that's about where I want it, and I want to cut it just a little deeper than the pocket. Same thing on this side, and then we're going to have to put a strip. On it. Okay, so that's got that. That's the piece going on the inside. We'll do it first, and then I got to put a strip across here, if I got one long enough, to cover the wording. So let's go ahead and get that one out of the way. My glue sheet, or I don't know what I'm doing with it. I really cannot wait. I just asked my husband would he go to my office or at my motel and get my L-shaped desk, and he said he would go get it tomorrow. So hopefully in a couple of days, guys, I will be able to do these videos with a little bit more depth here in this desk, and I don't feel so cramped. I really feel terribly cramped trying to show you guys what I'm doing and then finding my stuff. It is really just too narrow. I need a little bit more workspace, because I am a messy crafter, and I don't apologize for it. That's just how I am. But I have got to have more space. This space is ridiculous. I'm just not getting the space I need here. I don't want to cut any off, so let's try it one more time, make sure we're right. Alright, come on, quit pulling. Even at the bottom, all the way across, we're going to hide that little bit of wording right there. You know we're going to need that. I'm going to come in and do a little bit of the inking on the edge, and you know we're going to have to cut them back out, which is the alright, come on, let's see if we can do it. I am going to have to pop it loose, guys, just a little bit. You can always glue it back down. I'm just putting my hand right in where I glued the center there, and see if I can get myself lined back up where I was originally on my thumb notches. I still want my thumb notches, and I opened it up so we could slide the decorative paper down in there too. But we can always glue it back. Keep that in mind when you're gluing these down. Possibly when you're deciding or planning your book, just glue part of the way up so you leave enough, and then you can finish gluing it when you put your paper in, like we're getting ready to do now. Alright, so that's a double pocket right there. When we glue it back down, it will be a double pocket. This book went together quickly. I can't hardly believe I've got the basic prep done in 3 videos, which was really good. That was really unique. Of course, we have done a few off camera, but that's still okay. That was a good run. Okay. Try to make it as even as we can all the way around. Make sure it's covering, and it's not, so I got to go a little deeper. It's got to go into that pocket just a little bit. Well, that's my preference that it does, just a little bit into that pocket. Down in there a little ways. Seal that. This piece has come up where I took it off a couple of times a while ago, trying to get it lined up. Alright. So that piece is down. Now we're going to do this piece. See this? Line it up. I'm liking to leave a little bit of white and a little bit of the sun punches out. Okay. A subscriber a while ago left me a lot of comments about the prior video, so I appreciate it. Right this minute I can't remember her name, but I will remember it next time. And I did respond to your comments. I thank you very much for making comments, giving me ideas of what you liked. Oh, and thank you for the well wishes. I am glad I'm over the flu and all that too. And hopefully none of us, you or me, either one, will have to deal with it again this year. That would be great. But thank you mostly for subscribing and watching my videos. Alright, so those 2 pockets are down, guys. I don't have any separation between the 2, except that there will be some glue put right back on down in here. I'm back in the pocket and I'm putting the glue back on right here. I'm going to press it back down, and now you've got 2 pockets here. I want a little bit more distinction. I'm not happy with the distinction I've got, so I'm going to add a little more ink. So I just want to ink up a little more. It's gotten too light. I want it very distinct there. That's a pocket. So there it is. I'm wondering, though, since we've got this washi tape here, if maybe we should do a separation. Let's just do an experiment. I don't want to press down on it, because if I do, because this is washi tape, this is a good brand. I got it from Jimmy, and it really is holds tight, so it will pull the print off. But now I can't find where it started at. Right there. I'm trying to decide, do I want to do a separation or not? I don't think so. I think I'm going to leave it just like it is, because by the time you put the 2 cards in, it'll be obvious that there's a separation there. So that one is on the verge of being done right there. Putting my needles back in. I misplaced one again, but I'll find it. My little pink one. But I know it's up here somewhere. Yep, right there beside that bottle. That's what I'm talking about. When I craft, I grab whatever's the closest. Okay, now where else was there? Was there anything else? No, that was it. What we need to do is decide what we're going to do here. And while we're here, let's make that into a pocket. Let's do a pretty pocket there. That's turned the wrong way. We could do just I want a little pocket there of some sort. And I really don't have to have a lot, just a small pocket. And I really can make me a pocket shape out of this. I like the bottom, just a short, small pocket right there with a large journaling card. Or we could put a whole page down or a half page and make a large journaling card. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to cut this one off right along in this area here. And we're going to make a large pocket there on that next to the last page. I don't know, I just envision a really large journaling card in there, and that's what I think I want to go with right there. And we are getting ready. After we finish this, we're going to go in and start those prepping those journaling cards and things. But yeah, I think I'll like this. I'm just going to make a large pocket. Cut it out, all right. Just make me a little indentation right there so I know where to put my thumb notch. I am going to ink the edge, the top edge at least. I think I'm going to go all the way around. This ink is drying fast. I put a refill in it, and it's just drying fast. It might be time for a new one, that might be why. But we've got the edge done. Alright. Look at one more time. I'm only going to glue around these edges, the three sides. I'm going to use the Very Arts. Of course, I'm going to there. It's going to spread a little, but not a lot. So we will be able to get a really nice size journaling card in there. We'll start those tomorrow. Video number 4 will be, on the series, will be starting to prep the pockets and tags for this kit. We will still be using the Lavender and Lilac Dreams designer journal kit. It's in the Etsy shop, and it is, I feel sure it's also on Nana K Designs in the bundle package, so you can go there and buy it either place. I have not released the new revision of Lavender and Lilac yet, which has that beautiful, all those pretty new backgrounds that I showed you earlier. Alright, that one is down, that pocket's down. I am still just wanting this edge. For some reason, I just want more ink on that edging. I'm just not getting what I want for some reason. There we go. That got me a little bit more staining as I wanted. I just wanted it to be more old looking, and that did it. Just a little bit of smearing. Alright, so I still got a couple of pages off camera that I got to do that one, which is just a simple pocket, and this one's a simple pocket. So I got to do those two, and this is a corner pocket. So these will be done off camera since we've already covered them in our series, but we are almost done now. We're almost done with this particular series. Like I say, next we'll be going in and we will be taking envelopes, window envelopes, and junk and covering that stuff. I'll be using some of the recipe cards and some of the index cards to make little flip outs and things for the rest of the book. And we still, guys, see, we still got plenty of space. We got a lot of growing room in here. A lot of growing room, so we should be able to get right many projects put in there. There are still lots of spots for people who, if you sell your book, for somebody to tuck things into and their own things. So I still have a couple of pages that have the big pocket in the center, like that's usual. I think that's the only one in this one. And I purposely did that in this book for people to store stuff while they're decorating their journal. They'll be able to store some of their ephemera in here and then pull when they're wanting to decorate. So that's where we are. This is video 3 of a series of new twists on altered book pages. So make sure you watch all 3 videos, and that'll cover the getting this covered, this altered book covered. Again, we used the Lavender and Lilac Dreams kit, but you can use whatever kit. If you've got kits from another designer you'd rather use, then fine. Any kit will work in this book. Not a problem. So, guys, I am going off for tonight. I'll be back tomorrow, and as I said, this will be completely finished when you see it tomorrow as far as the pre-prep. They pre-prep now. Will be done. Tomorrow we will start on tags, pockets, and other kind of little elements to go inside on some of the blank pages we have now. Okay, and thanks for watching. This is Nana Kay saying good night. Have a good evening, and thanks again for watching. Please like and subscribe, and also comment. Bye-bye.